Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? Alright, let me turn on my... So we went live a little bit earlier. We're going to be participating in the Neurodivergent Raid Train event. I was trying to start a little bit earlier than per usual, but for some reason I had to redo the add-on for my game capture because for some reason it broke and I don't know why it broke. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah. We're gonna be playing Resident Evil Village. I'm doing both the Neurodivergent plus raid training event once they raid into me. We're gonna be talking once they do. We're gonna be talking about a little bit about that. Talking about how I'm part of that and why how I'm how I process everything like that. And then I'm also gonna be doing a Capcom Careers push, so this is both a raid train event and also just Capcom Careers push, trying to do play more Resident Evil because of that. So let's load the game. Not that one. So this so since we're gonna play this one because this is for my on-stream one, so we're gonna be playing this, yes. I hope everyone's doing well. I'll be streaming for about like 2 hours, and then I don't know if I'm gonna be after the raid train. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming again later today. I just have to wait another day to stream. So yeah. Oh, hey, hey, Eternal, how's it going? Hey, Eternal, how you doing? All right. Let me go give you a shout out. How you been? Wait, so Eternal, you already did your you already did your time slot, right? Ooh, Metroid Zero Mission, how is that? So yeah, if y'all haven't yet, go please give my good friend Eternal a follow. Much appreciated. Of course, yeah. He plays a lot of similar games as I do, so if you like my content, you'll really like his content as well. He also participated in the Neurodivergent Raid Train, as I did. Oh no, is this thing doing this again? Did my nice, nice. You know, oh, Eternal, I haven't told you yet. You know what the funny thing about this is? I'm glad that I when I posted it last night, I thought, because I didn't on the server, I didn't see what time zone that the train was going to start at. So I thought my raid train wasn't for my time slot wasn't until 10 a.m. my time. But then Emmy's like, "Oh no, you mean this is a central time zone?" So I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Oh, so you mean 8 a.m. my time?" I'm like, "I guess I'll do that." And I was like, "Oh shit!" Because I read the schedule wrong. That well, actually. So I read my name under the time slot wrong, so I thought I was streaming at 10 a.m. but I was streaming at 8 a.m. I was like, oh shit, I'm glad I did this now because I would have been screwed. I was like, I'm glad I checked in with this because I would have. Yeah, the time slots they use in Discord are supposed to appear in your time zone. Yeah. Well, I guess what messed me up a lot was just the way that the names were listed. So the name is listed below the time. I didn't realize that was my time, so I thought I was on 10 a.m. but I was on at 8 a.m. I was like, oh crap. I'm like, I'm still gonna make that, but I'm glad I checked in about that. You know, I just was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that. How's your how's your week been so far? I keep hearing that Discord does it on there, so that's a nice little thing that it does.
Nothing but blood and death. Huh?
But yeah, how have you been? Yeah, how's your week been so far? Do you finally get a chance to relax this weekend, right? Because like your schedule's different from mine since I work either both weekends or weekdays, but you only work during the weekdays, right? Oh, nice. What did you have for breakfast? Mm. Also, thank you for that follower. I appreciate it. I totally forgot to say thank you for that follow earlier. I appreciate it. All follows are anonymous. And yeah, it's actually going right. I'm going for another Capricorn Careers push as I told you before. So I'm going to keep pushing that until the end of this month just to see if I can go ahead and hopefully get it this time. And I haven't been able to relax too much. Like, oh no. Oh yeah, I've been saying of how what you've had to deal with. I was like, I'm so sorry about that, dude. Like, yeah, because I know you've been dealing with all of, like, what was like with the dentist and everything. Like, speaking of the dentist, I actually have to. Speaking of the dentist, actually, I have to schedule an appointment soon because I haven't been there for a hot minute. So, oh, also, Eternal, get this. What really was really pissing me off this morning is there's an add-on where if like you streaming on a console, you have to add like your game capture device, right? So for I'm glad I was checking this. I want to start earlier. For some odd reason, out of all days, for the source plugin in OBS to break. So for some reason, my game capture device, the plugin or where you add whatever it's called, the source you add to it on OBS to enable for it to display. For some reason, this morning of all days, it decides to break, and I had to recreate it in order for it to work because the game capture device was not detecting. So I had to recreate the whole damn thing over again in order for it to display properly. I was like, are you shitting me right now? This morning of all days, this thing decides to break on me. So I had to scramble to figure out what the hell was going on. So luckily around like 7:05, like around like 40 minutes ago, I was able to figure this out. And I was like, why does this thing decide to break on me the morning of a raid train? I'm like, are you shitting me right now with this? So that pissed me off. I was like, are you kidding me? I thought OBS, and also for some reason OBS was breaking on me this morning and it wasn't exiting properly. I was like, they need to patch OBS up so badly. Yeah, it's working now. You see how the game is displaying now? It wasn't doing that earlier. So for some reason, when I had everything plugged in correctly and I had the game capture device plugged up as my PS4, it wasn't detecting it. So I was like, okay, do I have to recreate it? So I had to recreate to detect the damn thing. I was like, out of all the several years that this has been working, it decides to break now. I was like, I was so freaking annoyed. I was so freaking annoyed. I was like, don't tell me I'm gonna have to say, oh hey, I can't do this because my the game I want to stream. I almost was tempted to stream something that is not on PS4 and just so I can actually do my time slot, but it was. I just wanted to check if you have ads that ran or we have. I don't think we've had any ads that ran yet. I don't think so. If we have, it was while I was posting anything on social media or like that. I don't think we might have had ads do then, but I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to my stream chat to see if we did. I really need to get Frosty. I really need to get Frosty tools to that way you can keep track of that because I've been meaning to do that.
Well. Didn't think anyone was left. You must be pretty tough. Huh.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, you're not local. Even better.
Oh yeah. We can run them before them.
Mother Miranda's gonna love.
We can run. How do you run them exactly? 'Cause I've never done that before. We can run them beforehand. That's fine with me. How do you force them to run? Cause I can do that. I can do that right now. I don't know how to do that. I've never had to do that before.
Bet you're whining. We're almost there.
They're usually like 2 to 3 minutes.
The man is of no real use to anyone else, and my daughters do so love entertaining foreigners. Furthermore, I can assure you that you entrust the mortal to House Dusk. My daughters and I shall deliver to you the finest.
Way ugly! I wanna see! He's
Here we go.
Fuck up!
What?
I'm gonna do this right now.
Where?
You mean you'll screw around with him in private? Where's the fun in that?
Oh.
Give him to me, and I'll put on a show that everybody can enjoy.
Ugh, so gauche. What do we care for bread and circuses? The man thing's suffering is assured.
Yak, yak, if a man's dick is cut off in the castle, blah, blah, blah.
I've heard all your arguments. Some of you were less persuasive than others, but I've made my decision. Heisenberg, the man's fate is in your hands.
Mother Miranda, I must protest. Heisenberg is but a child, and his devotion to you is questionable. Give the mortal to me, and I will ensure he is ready.
Shut your damn hole! And don't be a sore loser! Go find your food somewhere else.
Quiet now, child. Adults are talking.
I'm the child. You're the one who's arguing with Miranda's decision.
No responsibility. If it was welded
Oh,
to
keep growing! One day your head might actually fit your ego!
Hey, don't I get a say in this?
Silence!
My decision is final. There will be no argument. Remember from whence you came.
Thank you. Huh. Lycans and gentlemen, we thank you for waiting. And now let the games begin! Let's see what you're doing. Ethan Winters. Get ready.
No, wait!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, Jesus Christ!
That's right. Run for your life. Very nice, Ethan. You're still alive? Impressive.
Shit!
My word. You truly are as strong as they say. Oh, you don't think I'd let you get away? Gotta keep Donna and Moreau entertained. So now it's time for the beautiful, blood-soaked grand finale. Nothing like fresh American ground beef.
Too close.
Okay, we're back. Thank you for, yeah. Do your thing, Eternal. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Do those freaks have Rose?
Yeah, thank you for letting me know about that. I appreciate it. I don't want I don't want ads to run while the ray train's going. Oh, also, I'm gonna do this too. Since we're close to my time slot, I'm gonna put that overlay up right now. And we'll talk a little bit about neurodivergency once everyone arrives. Excuse me. Okay.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
Also, just want to make sure you turn off any content classification.
Anyone who is anyone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it should it should be they should be off. Content classification. There's no. Yeah, there's none. I turned it. The only one that is locked in that I can't get off is the mature rated game. That's it. There's nothing else that's selected to it. So, yeah, I appreciate you checking in about that. Yeah, so I double checked with that, make sure there's nothing on there. And yeah, everything should be good to go on that end. Because I was double checking with Emmy was listening to that last night, and I was like, yeah, I double checked, make sure that that was good to go. So it should be good. Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Likes of you. A hero searching for his daughter. Though I must say, that castle arouses suspicion.
Yeah, and so do you.
I am but a humble merchant.
Here?
Oh, forgive my manners. Call me the Duke. Now to business. Weapons, ammunition, healing salves, anything you desire, I can provide. Yes, I have you. Find some quality ingredients and bring them to me.
Okay. Fragment, crystal skull, yep.
I look forward to seeing the fruits of your exploration.
Okay. Castle Dimitrescu.
Could Rose be here?
Grab all this stuff. So yeah, it's Bella, Cassandra, and Daniela. Save. Okay. You know, just gonna pause right here, just that way we're ready for the raid train. Because this is before this triggers our cutscene, so we're gonna just chill right here for the time being. Alright. And yeah, we'll continue here in a minute. I'm just waiting for the raid train to arrive, and then we'll And we'll go from there. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. As soon as everyone gets here, we're gonna go ahead and we'll continue with the game. But I want to go over before we continue with the game. I want to make sure I just want to make sure that we talk a little about neurodivergency, um, and how it's important to me, as how it's important to me, and why this is so important. Yeah. So we're gonna do that once soon as everyone gets here. Yeah. We're gonna wait for everyone to get here first, and then we'll go from there. Hope everyone's doing well. I appreciate everyone being here. And I believe the person we're running into is Sassy Wolf later on. So, yeah. But yeah. I would continue with the game for the time being, but I don't want it to go into a cutscene and then we get raided. I'd really be able to welcome everyone in, because this is as soon as I check this door, check the text, that's when the cutscene's gonna trigger, and then it's a whole entire thing. So I'm gonna wait on that. So we're not doing this just yet. Yeah. I hope everyone's doing well. Hello. Hello, Raiders. Hey, Self-Care Gamer, how's it going? Hey, Luminous, Neurodivergent Raid coming through. Hey, everyone, how's it going? How you doing? I will welcome everyone in one moment. Just give me 1 second here. But yeah, welcome Luminous 3034. Welcome back Eternal. Hey, Jenna Fusion, how you doing? Hey, Hot, how you doing? Thank you for feel free to do any shout outs, Eternal. I would appreciate if you want to give anyone a shout feel free to give everyone shout outs. Thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous. Feel free to lurk or introduce yourself, whichever one you feel comfortable with. Hey, Raven Boots, how you doing? Hey, Self-Care Gamer, how did your session go with Neurodivergent Raid? I can't talk right now. Choo choo. Hey, White Chow, how you doing? So Neurodivergent Raid coming through. Me and the crew and celebrating we're all Neurodivergent Plus and so much more. Welcome everyone. So welcome Raiders. I am Mock Zero. I'm a variety streamer. I'm also a very chat streamer. I love to interact with my audience. Again, anyone who's new here, feel free to lurk, or if you need a lurk, go and do that. If you want to chat, if you feel comfortable doing that, feel free to do that. I'm Mock Zero. I'm a variety streamer. I play the following games on the right. We're currently playing Resident Village, but yeah, I'm also I'm actually fairly new to the stream team, Neurodivergent Plus, and also if anyone needs a raid run, push yourself, care stuff, anything like that, please do feel free to do that. I appreciate it. But before we continue with the game, I want to go over some Neurodivergent Plus stuff because I feel that's important and that's what this whole raid train is about. And hey, Self-Care Gamer, what were you streaming? Oh, Tiny Bookshop. Okay, nice. How is Tiny Bookshop? What is that? What's our heart, lol? We started playing Tiny Bookshop, which is a very adorable, cozy game. Ooh, nice. Is that like an indie game or something like that? But yeah, I hope your stream well, or your stream went well, and I hope your oh my god, your profile photo is adorable. I'm gonna give you a follow. Hey Fire Ashes, can we get also Charlie, can we get any shouts for any of the founders here of Neurodivergent Plus and anyone else who's also participating in this? I would much appreciate that. But yeah, welcome everyone. Before we continue with Resident Village, because this triggers a cutscene here in a moment, but I wanted to go over a couple things. Oh, the song Yakuza 6, the song live. Nice. I've never played the Yakuza games yet. Thanks so much for the lovely slide for being part of it. Oh yeah. But yeah, I want to take a actually, can we get shout outs for not just Fiery Ashes? Can we also get shout outs for Divergent, Twilight Fox, and Paramix Zeph as well, please? They're all the founders of Neurodivergent Plus. If anyone doesn't know, I'm a fairly new member of Neurodivergent Plus Raid stream team. Thank you all for letting me be part of this. I appreciate it. So I want to talk a bit more about neurodivergency first before we continue with this. Is this what this whole raid train's about? Oh, Night had nice coffee today. Nice. What type of coffee do you have? Thanks, yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, Eternal, for helping out with this. I appreciate it. It's an indie game. You run a little bookshop trailer in a beach town, so it's business simulation. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like that sound. That yeah, there are a lot of indie games that are very, very very inspiring, and just the ideas they have. Ooh, a latte. That sounds delicious. Yes, thank you to Fiery Ashes, Divergent, Twilight Fox, and Paramix Zeph for bringing these incredible amount of streamers and content creators and everyone together. Appreciate it. For about neurodivergent, how I fit into this. So for those who don't know, I actually just recently got diagnosed with it earlier this year. I found out I had mild autism earlier in January. I've actually had this for quite some time. Actually, I've had this for the majority of my life. I just have never really been tested yet. So, interesting enough, both my sisters insisted because I'm for those who don't know, I'm the youngest out of 4 siblings. I have 1 brother and 2 sisters. Both of my sisters were adamant on me getting tested. I was like, oh fine, okay, I'll do it. So we tried doing a test several years ago when I wasn't living in Southern California. Because for those who know, I live in California. Several years ago when I was living up in Northern California, basically, we were doing a test to see what was going on, see what I would have. They couldn't figure out what it was, but we finally found out after visiting a center earlier this year that I found out I have mild autism after doing some tests and stuff like that. And my mom, who observed this the most when I was a child, she knew the most information about this. So I was glad I found out what this was, because it would explain a lot of like the experiences I had when I was growing up. And I was wondering for the longest time, what is this? Like why am I this way? And I'm glad now that from my experience, I'm glad that that I found this out, because I was wondering for the longest time for over 30 years more, because yes, I'm in my 30s and I didn't know for the longest time what I had. So I'm glad I know this now, because it would explain a lot, answer a lot of questions, it would explain a lot of everything. So I'm glad to, I've been slowly telling people, hey, I'm neurodivergent as well. I have mild autism, just, that way be open about it and everything. So, hey, Swaggy Variety Gamer, how you doing? Morning all, you love Resident Evil? Nice. I play, high five to that. For those of you who know, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I got into the Resident Evils in the early 2000s. If anyone was wondering, I definitely played Resident Evil 9 or Requiem when it releases, but I can't. I have the money to buy it. I didn't want to play that. I'm actually playing through 5 and 6 with a friend. Nice. I gotta admit, 5 is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, 6 is a kind of a hot garbage dumpster. It's got its problems. Lumina said, was diagnosed myself when I was really young, but don't remember at what age. Got it. Well, the first thing is so so yeah, it was just I have mild autism, and it would explain a lot of things, because how my social interactions and how I observe, or how when I talk to people, and how I that's the best way to describe it, how I respond to people, back to people, because when I think about sometimes I overthink a lot, and just how I respond to social situations. So now that I know that I have mild autism, I'm like, okay, this would explain why I respond this way and why I think a lot like I do, because I have mild autism. So it would just it explains a lot of it, so like that too. So yeah, it's just I'm glad I found this out now, and I'm glad that I'm like, at first when I was younger, I'd be, I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, I didn't have as much confidence as I do now. I would have been kind of embarrassed by it, but I'm not embarrassed at all about it. I tell people, yeah, I have mild autism. So, but I am sometimes try to be careful where I mention, because as long as it's a safe space and people are accepting of it, that's fine with me. I want to be more open about it. That way people know who the real me and stuff like that, who I am. So go. Hey, Lagai, how you doing? Hey, there, my name twin. How you doing, Lagai? Can we get a shout for Lagai as well, please? Sometimes it's covered to get a formal diagnosis, although it's not necessary. Although not necessary, it can validate. Exactly, Eternal. Exactly. And actually, Eternal, we can get a big shout out for Fiery Ash as well, please. Can we get her a big shout out as well? I would much appreciate that. I'm not on the spectrum as far as I'm aware, but I have a mix of formal and informal diagnosis that generally explain what I go through. Yeah, like, exactly. Like, I'm glad that I found out that I have mild autism now, because they've explained what I have gone through the majority of my childhood and what I've gone through the majority of my life. So, that'll explain a lot of it. So, thank you for giving her a big shout out. I appreciate it. I'll play some local matches against the AIM Bomberman Live Battle Pass on my Xbox 360. Oh, cool. But yeah, I just want to say of how I feel like I'm glad that Emmy, Twilight Fox, Zeph, and Fiery Ashes put this whole stream team together, and also put this raid training in. So I want to give them a big thank you for this, because I feel like neurodiversity is very important to talk about and discuss, and to be open about, because it's more important than ever now. Like, these days it's more important than ever now. People talk about, if it's like being neurodivergent or any sort of diagnosis they need to talk about, because I feel like it's incredibly important to talk about, and now being more open about it than ever. So everyone who's neurodivergent, I'll say thank you. You're not alone. Y'all are amazing. I'm here with you, and again, I'm glad to finally be able to talk about this. Believe it or not, I didn't start being open and talking about this until this year when I was diagnosed, because again, I didn't know for the longest time what I had. But now that I was diagnosed by a psychologist or psychiatrist, she diagnosed me with mild autism after we did some tests, and so I was like, okay. And now my family, some of my family is glad that we learned about what is going on, and so now that we have resources to provide for that, so I'm glad about that. Yeah, of course, Fire Ashes. I agree that exactly. It is important. I agree. It is important to discuss. It's more important than ever in today's society. Like, I feel like neurodivergent is incredibly important to discuss, because it's more important than ever now in this day and age, where society has changed since, like, the mid 20th century. I feel that there's more movements and more discussion about mental health, neurodivergent, everything like that. That is more important than ever now, because it affects so many people, and how people, how they act in society, how they act towards other people. What does everything mean? And I say that because I say that because there are times where I'm in social environments, social environments, I'm talking to people, and they'll say something, and I'm always thinking to myself, is this what they mean, or is that what they mean? Because, like, sometimes it's kind of like, I'm not sure anyone else has noticed this. Sometimes, to me, as like someone who has mild autism, sometimes it's kind of like trying to detect, like, it's like trying to play code detector. You're trying to decode what the person's trying to say by a certain wording and stuff like that. And it's like I'm trying to decode a message sometimes, and so it's like sometimes it's kind of like, I always have to either ask my family or a couple of friends, like, hey, is this what this means? Because the way that some is worded is like, it could mean different meanings, and I always have to ask, because I'm like, can I get clarification on this? Because is this what this person means, or is this what this person means? So it's like I'm playing. It's like I'm trying to decode a message sometimes, because I don't know. They're not like, it's kind of, I guess like with mild autism, it's kind of like I like the direct approach of just the person directly saying what they're trying to say. But everyone is different. Like, everyone expresses their feelings, or they express how who they are as a person differently, and it's just how we grew up, how we were raised, and how we were taught how to act and behave in society. Eternal says it's interesting. It's interesting. It is important to discuss so the general public is more aware of these things, and so neurodivergent folks can get the support and visibility. Exactly. Then there's the notion that discussing with people who will never listen can be stressful. You mean, Eternal, are you talking about the people who don't want to listen listen to neurodivergent folks and then just want to shut themselves off from people? In my mind, in my opinion, if that's what you're referring to, I completely agree with you, and it's too bad that if some people try to shut their minds off from wanting to listen to people who go through this, because as someone who has mild autism and goes through that a lot, it is very hard, if someone doesn't want to listen to you, despite you going through all that. It's very hard to connect with that person for them to understand what you're going through, because they don't understand how you're viewing from your perspective. Don't want to listen, will invalidate regardless. But yeah, exactly, yeah. And unfortunately, there are some people who don't want to listen, and they just have it. Again, it all comes down to what environment they were raised in, who raised them, what they were taught from they were as a baby and as a young child, and how they grew up. It all comes down to that. And I'm so happy to find, I'm actually thankful that I found, I'm so happy and thankful to have found safe spaces to actually, like, there are actually times where I had to make sure that it's a safe space where we could talk about being neurodivergent, and to make sure I slowly open up and be like, oh, hey, just want to let people know I'm also neurodivergent. I just want to be open about that. And people are like, oh, welcome, and stuff like that. I've been slowly doing it, but I'm always also very careful of where I talk about it, because, again, you don't know, when it comes to the internet, there are so many places where, like, you don't know, it's like you're talking to, like, it's like the Wild Wild West. You never know who's going to be there, and they're accepting of it. So that's why I always am careful about, like, okay, if it sounds like people are very open about this sort of thing and people have talked about it in the past, that's when I'm like, okay, I can discuss this. I can say, yeah, I'm also part of that group. I'm also neurodivergent. I'm mild autism. I go through this sort of thing. And so, I want to emphasize how important that is, and how important neurodivergent is. And again, I want to triple thank Emmy Divergent, Paramix Zeph, Fiery Ashes, and Twilight Fox for founding the Neurodivergent Plus Stream team, bringing all these different individual people together for it, and showing emphasizing how important this is to society, because I feel like we are leaning to a society that that this is becoming more important, more relevant. I'm not sure how it was back in like the mid 20th century or whatnot. I would have to do some research about that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do any research because I've been busy with work the past few weeks. But it would have been interesting to look up like when all this was starting to be brought up and everything like that. And again, I feel like it's super important to discuss, and people who are going through it, of how they feel and what they go through, because their feelings are valid too, and like of what they go through. So yeah, so that's how where I fit into all this is. Again, I got diagnosed way back earlier this year, back in January. We were discussing it like late last year, and that's when my sisters were like, "Oh, we really want him to get tested." I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it for them. That way, they can get off my back about it." And I'm glad they were adamant, but like at first, I'll admit I was a little stubborn. I'd be like, I don't want to do this. It seems like such a pain and such a hassle. But then when I was like, okay, fine, what's the harm of doing it? We can, I was also doing it for my parents to figure out what is going on, what this is, and finally I did. I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Just that way we can get this taken care of. And I'm actually glad I did. And I'm like, because also at the same time for me, it's like, okay, this could answer some questions of how I was when I was younger, and I'm glad this will explain a lot of it. So, I'm glad I did find out, and now I know what it is more, and I was formally diagnosed with it. So, yeah. So, thank you for having me be part of this and let me share my story. Because like several years ago, when I was up in Northern California, we were trying to figure this out, but the problem is they had no idea what it was. They couldn't diagnose it, and I think the psychiatrist that we finally visited, um, who we talked to earlier. Oh yeah, of course, Israel, of course. Uh, I'm glad that like I think what really why I worked this time is because my mom has all the paperwork of all my experiences when I was a kid or as a child, and all the because she was like a stay-at-home mom who took care of me and my siblings while my dad worked. So she observed a lot of this while I was younger, growing from being a baby to a child um, or getting older. And so she had all the important paperwork, and she still has all the paperwork to this day about my experiences. And I think after they took a look at all the paperwork, they could be like, okay, we can actually diagnose him this time because we have all his experiences. Because like the last time I went through a meeting like this, like the one I went through, like what was like several years ago, it was like 10 years ago, whenever it was up in Northern California. It was just my dad and my sister. My sister, she was doing I love her, and she was doing her best that she could, but she wasn't there to observe all of this. Um, she didn't know all the different experiences that I experienced because my mom was mostly there and my sister wasn't. So my dad couldn't answer any of the questions because he was mostly at home. He was mostly out. He was mostly working, so he wasn't at home observing my behavior, observing my social skills and my behavior. So that's why when we finally had my mom go, and I was like, yeah, like I would love for my mom to go because she had all the paperwork. She actually could explain to them what he did, what I was doing, as a kid, and what it was like to observe me. So, I thank her for talking to them, and that's when I think they could finally make a formal diagnosis. So I was like, I'm glad that I know what this is now because that would answer a lot of questions and explain a lot of things. So, but yeah, I want to thank you all for who's participated in this. I know Sassy Wolf's the next person who we rate into, but yeah, that's a little bit of my story of what my experiences with it is, and how I fit into this and everything like that. So, thank you all for making this possible, for allowing me to be part of this. I appreciate it. I also felt like the reason why I joined this so quickly is because I felt this was very important for me to discuss and why it affects me. So I feel like this is a very important topic for people to discuss these days. I feel like this should be discussed way more often than it should be. That way, because like as Eternal and Fiery Ashes were saying and everything, like everyone has their different experiences of what they went through their childhood, through their teenage years, or in their young adult lives, or however old the person is. I feel like it's very important to listen to everyone's story, what they went through, what the hardships they went through, and if they were bullied when they were younger because of what they were going through, or like it was hard for them to make friends or not. Because I'll be honest, I'm gonna be real with y'all right here of what I went through. When I didn't know what this was when I was younger, I'll be honest, sometimes it was hard for me to make friends when I was younger. Like I made friends and stuff like that. I was able to make some friends, but the reason why I never really discussed it openly like this until now is because I always thought, until I found out, like I didn't think this was a terrible thing, but the reason why I was so quiet about it over the years and I never really told anyone about what I went through is because I thought people would think I was a freak, I was an oddball, I was weird. And some people, like, when I was in social interaction with people, I thought I tried to cover up because I didn't want to feel embarrassed. But I'm way more confident about it now than I was back then. And I was like, I don't want people to think I'm an oddball. I don't want people to think I'm weird. So I try to they're like, oh, if they observed the difference in behavior, and if I did something, I try to cover it, be like, oh no, don't worry about it, it's fine. It's a slip up. And I always hear that fear because I didn't want people to think I was weird or I was something else. I was trying to be normal. But now that I'm older and I understand these things a little more, I embrace it more, and I am more confident about it now. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm neurodivergent. I have mild autism. Mild autism. It's who I am. I have learned to accept it, and that's just who I am. And I am who I am. Fiery totally eternal. Some people have very yeah, exactly, very outdated ways of thinking, looking at things, and some very disrespectful. I agree. Even horrible takes on it, but it's all outdated, Alvis. But not everyone who doesn't know stuff about neurodivergent. Yeah, exactly what Fiery actually just said. It depends. So while we need to fight the stigma around time about making a world where not neurodivergent people can get support, as you said, because while some people may be stressful to talk or be hurtful about it won't be everyone, and sometimes even their minds are changeable. True, yeah. Again, it's interesting that you say that, Ash, is because I agree with that. It depends on it depends on the era and timing that people grew up in. It depends on how they were raised, what their parents taught them, or who raised them, who taught them what to believe is like that. And that's incredibly another important factor is who raised them, who taught them the difference between right and wrong. Like that's all plays a part of it, In terms of the sometimes I am still accepting goes for other social style issues as well. Something I am so wait, so you're saying something I'm still accepting, you mean you're saying that you're still trying to you're still accepting about, you mean the experiences you've gone through, Eternal? Like, if it's something that you're so slowly starting to accept and stuff like that because of the diagnosis you've had, yeah, there's nothing wrong. I know you've talked about what you've been diagnosed with. Nothing wrong with it. It's who you are, dude. It's who you are. And honestly, to be honest, even after I found out, even after you mentioned it, I still think you're a chill and cool dude, and I'm not gonna judge you. Hey, it's you. It's who you are. It's who you are as a person. Um, there's nothing changing with that, but I wouldn't want you to change who you are or be someone different. So we give a high five and a fist bump, and just yeah, yeah, just yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's who you are, and wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, I've grown up around people my whole life who don't listen and are valid, but not. Oh wow, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I know who you're talking about, but we hear you. Your feelings are valid. Your opinions are valid. I'm sorry you had to deal with that growing up. That's terrible. So I think you're a chill dude. I'm glad I know you. I'm glad I know other people who've gone through similar situations and stuff like that. And that's what we're all here for. We're here to support each other and stuff like that. Steph, I still struggle with that. So many people are so hurtful, and I'm going to. Oh, Ash, I'm so sorry you go through that. Damn. That's terrible. That's terrible. I grew up with people like that too. To be honest, my mom is one of the people I'm so actively putting in the active effort to. Yeah, of course, dude. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ash. Wow. I'm sorry that you had to convince your mom about that. That's again, for people's parents, I don't know what era they grew up in. They grew up in the mid 20th century, or what type of household they grew up in. Again, this comes. Oh, you just was working pastor. So Ash, you mentioned about that. So again, I totally get where you're coming from. I totally get where you're coming from. The thing about this is that is that you say you wish it worked faster. Honestly, you just have to let it happen naturally. Let the process work. The process work the way it's supposed to. Let it happen naturally. You can't rush things. People have to it takes time for people to, think about things, come to an understanding, and to come to a conclusion that okay, I have to learn to accept this. And sometimes everyone accepts changes or things at different rates. Not everyone accepts changes at the same pace. It depends on once they come to terms with what it is, and sometimes it takes people a while. It depends on how they were raised, how they were brought up, and some people had to change the way they think, or they, you know, they think a little bit when they were raised, because society has changed the past, like, what, 60, 70 years or more, however long it is. Like, society has changed. I'm happy to hear it is working. Must be a brother of belief. Of course, my grandparents were way more accepting than her. Oh, really? Wait, are you talking about your grandparents, your maternal grandparents, or you're talking about your maternal grandparents' ashes? Oh, it wasn't her household. Oh, really? Oh, wait. So, wait, is it just like, is it just ashes? What you're talking about? Um, is it just while your mom was growing up, it's just what she believed in, or like while she went through her life, what her opinions or beliefs were? I do think someone like my dad will never listen, which is unfortunate, but I'll never try. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, so Eternal, your dad, like, he does. So Eternal, you're saying your dad doesn't want to listen about like neurodivergency or something like that, or he doesn't want to, like, you know, listen to what you go through? Because if so, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. I'm sorry you get it, but I hope it works for your dad someday too. My mom's parents are way more extreme than my mom. That's interesting. That's interesting. Like, I'm just curious, Ash, is like, I'm just out of curiosity, like, um, is it like, is it just, was your mom the type of person who, like, she changed her opinions and what was on her mind as she grew up, like as a teenager and young adult, or something like that? Did her opinions change, and like, did she like not agree with what her parents' opinions were? Personally, anything I believe in or fight for, but to be honest, but yeah, there are some people who are just very stubborn, and they will put their foot on the ground and say, no, this is what I believe in. And I get it, but at the same time too, you gotta be able to like come to understand where someone else is coming from. However, like, when I go to conversations with people and when I don't agree with someone about someone, I'd be like, you know what, that's your opinion. We agree to disagree. Unless they come to terms of like wanting to change their opinion or view about something, I can't change them. So, I have to learn to accept that unless they come to me and say, hey, sorry that I said this. I've been thinking about it a little bit. Because sometimes, like, believe it or not, sometimes some people have to take time to think about it and process their emotions and feelings or what they believe in, to be like, okay, this really is important to this person specifically. I should be a little more accepting about it. I'm sorry you go through that with your dad. That's too bad. Like, I'm super thankful that I get along with my dad very, very well. There are times where we do disagree on things, but I still love him. But there are things that, I think like, oh, I think this is right and this should be what changes a little bit. And sometimes he'll give me a hard time about it, and we'll argue with it a little bit. And I'll be like, well, how do you I always ask him, how do you think this person feels about this? Unless you talk to them about that, Ash says, I could write a whole thesis paper on empathy based off socioeconomic classes, region, environments outside their homes as much as or more than their homes, depending on what they're. Oh wow, dang! You must have like a whole entire information to write about. Wow, that's dang! You must have gone through quite the experience, Ashes. And my mom is super accepting of it because she observed it, and she's actually one of the ones who was trying to get me diagnosed. So she's the one that observed all this firsthand for me. So, I'm like, honestly, I'm super lucky to grow up in a household where both my parents are pretty accepting of what I go through, what I went through, and they're pretty accepting of, like, well, granted, there are some things that my mom is super stubborn. Like, she is super stubborn about. Like, sometimes she will not change her opinion about anything, and she's super stubborn. Like, I'll admit I have some stubbornness, but my siblings and I all have some stubbornness. We all got that from her, because my mom can be super stubborn about something. Like, say if you have an opinion about something and she disagrees, she will be stubborn and she will not want to change her opinion. It depends on what it is. My mom can be super stubborn about what she believes in. Like, sometimes we will not agree on things, and sometimes I will literally get into arguments with her about them. Like, I'm like, okay, I told her we agree to disagree. That's fine. Like, I'm not gonna make a battle out of this. It's not worth it. I probably could too. I keep a lot of this up bottled, to be honest. Um, Honestly, Eternal, if you ever want to talk to me about anything like this, you can. You know, my DMs are open to you. Um, Honestly, as long as you feel comfortable talking about whoever you want to talk about, I'd say definitely talk about it. If yeah, it's never good to bottle stuff up like this, you know, feelings or like that. Like, say if you need to talk to someone, like you should definitely talk to someone. Like, you know, again, my DMs are open. If you ever want to talk about it, I'll listen to you. That's up to you though. That depends on what your comfort level is. But you know, it it's good to talk about what your feelings are, how you feel, because you know I've done in the past where I ball up my feelings, and I'll create like a huge I'll say it all in one outburst or one burst, and I will get so upset in a short period of time, and people like my family was like, oh my god, he's getting super upset because I balled up this entire time, and I finally let it out. I've been much better now as I got into my 30s about talking about my feelings and how I feel. Granted, I still sometimes get kind of upset, and I will and my family will be surprised I'm getting so upset. Well, it's like, well, I'm trying to be more open about my feelings and how upset it is. So it depends. Ashley says, I'm not gonna fill your whole chat from mobile, but but I have both gone through a lot of side through. Gotcha. Yeah, no, yeah, Ashley, it's totally up to you. Yeah, you don't have to write all of it here. That's completely up to you. Zeb, if you ever want to talk, I'm around, and of course the team Discord has space for that too. No pressure. Yeah, of course, Eternal. Yeah, my DMs are open too. If you ever want to talk about this stuff, my DMs are open too. If you want to banter or talk about it, everyone should be valid and be listened to. And Charles says, when I tried to talk about my PTSD diagnosis a few years back with my family, it was like the opposite of how I expected it to be received. So depending on the person, I choose not. No, exactly. Yeah, no, I get it. You're trying to be careful of who you reveal it to, because depending on how they're, how accepting they are about that sort of thing. I would think your parents, who are your parents, would be a little accepting about it, want to listen to you about it, but I'm sorry you go through all that. Like, oh, Dane, Retro. Hey, Retro, how's it going? Welcome. Thank you for showing up, Retro Eternal. I appreciate it. Ooh, Beautiful Joe too. Oh, I never finished that game. Oh, the Beautiful Joe series. Thank you, welcome. Yeah, of course, Eternal. I appreciate it. No problem at all. I want everyone to feel valid and their opinions valid. Welcome, Raiders. I am Mog0. I am a variety streamer, also a very chat streamer. I love interacting with my audience. If you're new here, feel free to introduce yourself. I'd love to get to know you more. If you want to lurk and vibe, feel free to do that. So feel free to chat if you feel comfortable with that. If you want to just lurk and hang out, that's fine with me too. I'll play the fall games on the right. We're playing Resident Evil Village now. I've taken a bit of a pause because I'm part of the Neurodivergent Raid train now. We've been talking about my diagnosis with mild autism and how I have handled it. I just got diagnosed earlier this year with it. We've been talking about everyone else's different situations with how they're handling that. So it's a very important bet. If Retro, if you and Raiders need to do any post-stream self-care stuff, you know, Rain Run doing post-stream self-care stuff, you know, food rest, water, whatever you need to do, feel free to do that. I appreciate it. If anyone wants to listen on what we're talking about, feel free to do that. Feel free to hang out. We'd love to have you. But yeah, we're gonna get back to RE Village here in a minute, or RE8 here in a moment. We're just talking about some important neurodivergent topics, because that is what this raid train is about, and I appreciate everyone being here. Yeah, of course, Eternal. I'm always here. If you ever need to talk, let me know. We're powered up Retro Lighting now. We're ready. Thank you. I appreciate that, Retro. Hey, official RPG me. How you doing? Hey, Retro. I hope the raid train is going good. It's going good. Oh, give me one moment, everyone. But yeah. Give me 1 second here. Hey, Eternal, I'm about to whisper something to you. Hold on. Eternal, I sent you a whisper. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Thank you, I appreciate that. But but yeah, I hope everyone's been doing well. Let me am I still on the screen? No, okay, no, I'm on that screen. Good. But yeah, that's what I've been talking about for the past like 15 to 20 or 30 minutes. People have been sharing their experiences. So, you know, we've just been talking about that because I feel it's important. But Retro, how did your stream go? What were you streaming again? Oh yeah, how was Beautiful Joe 2? That's a classic. I need to play Beautiful Joe sometime on my stream as well. That's a classic. That's a classic series. I even remember playing that when that was at Blockbuster back in the day. Back in my day, we used to block this thing called Blockbuster. We rented video games and movies from there. um, Gotta love the stream team as I'm part and the community with me. Oh Retro, you're also part. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you are. Real Show 2 is going well. We're getting close to that and we're still in episode 6. Oh really? Is that like halfway through the game or how far are you? Give me 1 second. All right, but yeah. So welcome in everyone. I appreciate that. Oh yeah. Oh, almost close to episode. Okay, is that the last one? Nice. I'm gonna have to play the Beautiful Joe series at some point in time. So if anyone was wondering what we're doing, give me 1 second. Sorry. One moment, everyone. Sorry. But yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. We're gonna talk about it for a bit longer, and then I'll get back to Resident Evil Village. But I feel like this is very important to talk about, especially in today's day and age, especially with everything that's going on. But yeah, thank you, Eternal and Ashes, for sharing both your opinions and your perspectives on that. And your feelings are valid. It's appreciated. Anti-mock. Beautiful Joe is a very good game. I have 1, 2, and Red Hot Rumble. Really? Yeah, I played the first one and I beat Beautiful Joe 1. I played some of Beautiful Joe 2 when I ran from Blockbuster many years ago. I just never finished it. I need to go back to play that game again because it's a fun game. Okay, give me 1 second. I just have to do something really quick. Give me 1 moment. But you got this. It's a little tough to, yeah, exactly. I haven't played Beautiful Joe in a hot minute. But if anyone's wondering too what I'm doing, um, other than like I've also been trying to do a Capcom Careers push as well, so that's what I'm going for. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Feel free to introduce yourself or feel free to lurk, whichever one you feel comfortable with. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm trying to do something really quickly. Sorry about this. Hey, TTV join. How you doing? Welcome. How's it going? Oh, nice. You're welcome. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Sorry. But yeah, thank you all for welcoming. What's up, bro? Hope it all is well. It's going well. We were just talking about neurodivergent because that's the raid trainer we're part of. I've also been playing Resident Evil Village, and also if anyone's wondering, I've been doing a Capcom Careers program push since I'm going for that as well. So I've been playing a lot. I've been playing a lot of Cap. Wait, now that I think about it, isn't Beautiful Joe a Capcom game? It is a Capcom, published with Nintendo and Capcom. Okay, okay, that's a game we're definitely playing this. Then we're definitely playing that series. I'm playing a ton of Capcom games this next month. So, that give me 1 second. Sorry about this. Where is it? Okay. Okay, I think I got it. So yeah, okay, so I just looked it up. So actually, Little Joe's a Capcom game, so that's actually a game I should play actually as well. I forgot Beautiful Joe is a Capcom game. I'm definitely gonna play that now as well. If anyone was wondering, so to explain about that, we're gonna go talk a bit more about Neurodivergent in a moment here, since that's what this raid chain is about, and then I'll play some more Resident Evil. But yeah, so for Capcom games, I'm gonna be playing a ton of Capcom games until the end of and I was at Capcom again until the end of August, since I'm going for Capcom Careers push as well. So I'm gonna be playing after like Resident Evil. I'm also gonna be playing games like Mega Man. We're gonna play some Devil May Cry. We're also gonna play Devil May Cry. We're gonna also play Onimusha. And now we're gonna play some Beautiful Joe. We're gonna play a lot of Capcom games. I'm even gonna play some old school like SNES Capcom games like Mystical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. And anything else that was like developed by Capcom. I'm definitely gonna play all that. I'm gonna try to get into the program and see if I can get it. This is gonna be like my 5th time trying to apply for it. It is. Lol, Visual Joe is also there. And yeah. Oh yeah, he is. I remember that. Yeah, he is in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Yeah, if anyone, as a heads up to anyone, if anyone wants to talk about their experiences with being neurodivergent, if you are neurodivergent, like say you have like autism or anything like that, feel free to chat about here. That's what this race train is all about. I know Ash's internal, they were sharing their experience with us, so this is a safe space to talk about it. I talked about my experiences with excuse me, with mild autism. Sorry if my voice sounds a little hoarse. I'm a ride operator at an amusement park, so I spiel for almost like 8 to 9 hours a day. So my voice is a little hoarse right now since I talk a lot in my job. So all right, I gotta just do this too. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna open up one other thing, and then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and continue with Resident Evil Village for a little bit, and we're about to trigger a cutscene. So give me 1 second here. I appreciate the generous raid. Thank you, Self Care Gamer, again for the generous raid. Same with you, Retro. Thank you for the generous raid. I appreciate it. We got a shout for Retro earlier, right? I'll make sure. But yeah, welcome Julian. Welcome to everyone. If I haven't said hi to you, welcome everyone. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone being here. We got a shout for we did, 'cause, yeah, you were playing Beautiful Joe too. Okay, cool. So with that being said, with that being said, you're welcome, Mike. Happy to read you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'll play some more Resident Evil Village here in a moment. But yeah, if anyone ever wants to talk about their neurodivergent, feel free to discuss it here. This is a safe community to talk about. That's what this raid train is all about. Again, thank you, Emmy Divergent, Twilight Fox, Kara McZuff, and also our own cool Fiery Ashes here. Thank you to all the founders of Neurodivergent Plus, the stream team I recently joined earlier this year. So for those who don't know, I was diagnosed earlier this year with mild autism. So I discussed my experiences of when I went through as a kid or as I was growing up. We didn't know what it was for the longest time, and I finally got a formal diagnosis for it earlier this year. So I'm glad I know what it is now, and I'm glad I was able to talk to my experience about it. So everyone, thank you for listening to me about this, and glad I could share with all of you, because like I know when I was younger, I was really like hesitant to talk about it in front of other people, but now as I got older and I got more confidence about talking about it, I'm more open about it now. But yeah, again, I just want to say, Ashes and Eternal, thank you for sharing your experiences. I appreciate it. Both of you, either of you, if you ever need to if you ever need to talk to someone about if something's bothering you, please do not bottle it up. Either, like you said, talk and discuss it inside this Discord server, or if you want to DM, feel free to DM me. My DMs are open. If you need to discuss something, I will listen to you. No judgment, no judgment like that. Just feel free to, if you need something off your chest, feel free to DM me and I'll listen to something like that. Because like I feel like everyone should be heard about that sort of thing and have their feelings valid. So I'll throw that out there. But yeah, that was my experience with it, with mild autism and what I've gone through. So we're gonna play some RE Village, but if anyone wants to share the story about being neurodivergent, feel free to post it here. I'll read it and I'll discuss it and stuff like that. But I appreciate everyone being here, and supporting this. I feel like it's super important and it needs to be discussed. As always, we love who we are, regardless of our conditions, especially that we are neurodivergent, including ADHD. Yeah, exactly. All right, we're gonna continue with Resident Evil Village. But I'll continue reading what if anyone wants to share the story or like that. We're inside the first major area. After we read this, yeah, now the cutscene's gonna trigger.
Looking for Rose? Man blood.
As a heads up to anyone, this game can be this game can be a bit creepy. It's going good.
I bring you.
This is probably like my 30th plus playthrough.
So kind to me, daughters.
This is like probably my 30th plus playthrough.
Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you?
But it's going good.
How special you are.
It's very good. I can't wait until RE9 and I can't wait until RE9 in early next year. I'm excited for Requiem. No!
Starting to go a little stale.
Then let's devour his man flesh quickly. I am the one who captured him.
Now, daughters. First, I must inform Mother Miranda. But later, well, there will be enough for everyone. Udama.
Oh, Lady Dimitrescu, yep.
Oh, be careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters.
Wait, what are you doing? How dare they do such a thing to me? The nerve of it all. That's disgusting. Yeah. They're crazy.
You're crazy witches.
I know we just discussed a bunch of stuff, but I just want to say thank you again. Thank you again. I've said this a couple times already, but I'm gonna say it for a third time. Thank you again so much for to Emmy Divergent, Twilight Fox, Paramix Zep, and Fire Ashes for organizing this raid train. I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting me be part of it. I appreciate it as well. And thank you for letting me share my experience with being neurodivergent, my experience with mild autism. Eternal or another mod in here. Can we do shout-outs again for all four of those that I just named, please? All the founders of Neurodivergent Plus. Can you get shout-outs for them one more time, please? Everyone go please check them out. I would much appreciate it. I want to give them a little love and support for organizing this and for everyone who's participating in it. And just for you know, bringing all of us together. So but yeah, we can get shout-outs for all four of them, please. I would much appreciate that. I feel like this is super important, a very important topic to discuss nowadays. Very important topic to discuss nowadays. Okay, now what we're gonna do. I don't have more lockpicks. If anyone's wondering, I'm doing this from a New Game Plus. Good morning, Mock. Good to see you again. How are you? Hey, Dynastic, welcome. We're doing all right. I'm doing a raid train right now for one of the stream teams I'm part of, which is Neurodivergent Plus. So I discussed about what why I'm neurodivergent, what I went through, and just my experience with it, and just we had some discussions earlier about it as well. So yeah, it's going all right. Playing some we were discussing some stuff for a little before I went to more Resident Evil talk. So I also decided that I'm gonna later on stream as part of my Capcom careers push. I'm gonna stream some Beautiful Joe. I think that'd be a really cool game to stream. Actually, scrap. Actually, I'll just do this because I don't know if Eternal might be AFK at the moment, so I'm gonna just give shouts to all four founders of I'm typing in too quickly. And then it's I think I'm typing. I think that's how you spell her name. Yeah, there we go. All four who I just gave shout outs to, please go follow them. They're all founders of Neurodivergent Plus, the stream team. But yeah, please go give them follows. I much appreciate it. Oh yes, Emmy, Fiery, Power, and Twilight. Yep, exactly. Exactly, Retro. Yeah, they're amazing. Glad to be part of an amazing stream team. Okay. Now that we did all that, we're gonna go ahead and oh, is there something in here? Yeah, there is. Crystal fragment. Okay.
Where have they taken Rose?
Now Duke's in here.
Oh, we meet again.
Duke? Why are you here?
Where there's coin to be made. And have you found?
We got about like 1 more hour before I got raid out to
If
Sassy
she
Wolf.
is truly here, the lady of the castle would have kept little Rose in her private chambers, would she not?
Domitresk?
The very same. Why don't you take a look? Maybe you'll get key. And speaking of looking, care to make a purchase?
Okay, I was just checking something. But yeah.
You wish to make a purchase?
30,000 for that. That's kind of steep. Crystal
What
fragment.
are you buying? Just something an old friend of mine used to say.
Yep, it's going to save, and then we got about like 1 more hour.
Please
If anyone's wondering how much I played this game, well, that's a frustrating playthrough that I started for someone else. They're watching me play the game because they want to know what the game's all about. And then this is my off-stream play, and then this is how much I played the game. I probably played this game probably like over 30 times already. I love this game. This is my these are my stream files. This is how much I play the game. That's how much time I've invested into it. I also want to play more. I want to play Resident Evil 7 more often as well. Duke is friends with that. Yep. No, that's what. Yeah, Dynastic. That's what they were referencing exactly. I love that reference when he mentioned he was talking about the merge from Resident Evil 4. I was like, yes. I'm like, I love that reference. I was like, what are you buying this, stranger? I was like, oh my god, yes, I love that reference. I love that he's friends with the merchant. It's like, what are you buying this, stranger? I'll buy it for a high price. I used to be so much better at the voice than I am right now. I used to be so much better at that voice. Believe it or not, there's someone I haven't talked to him for a little while, but believe it or not, a few years ago, an online friend of mine actually recorded my voice and edited into a video that makes it sound like I'm the merchant. So I was honored about that. Amazing. I have some OGR Resident Evil games on the emulator, just 1 through 4. Nice. I am also actually planning on streaming the original RE1. Sometimes I never finish the OG game of it, and I want to play it, so I'm gonna play that sometime as part of my Capcom Creators push. It's locked on the other side. Yeah, is who's excited for Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil Requiem in next year? That looks super cool. I can't wait to. And apparently, it plays in both third-person and first-person view. So, I love that they actually do that now. That they actually give you that option to switch between first and third-person view. So it gives you, it allows you to choose the way you want to play it, which I feel like should be the way that things, how game development should be now, is just like give you the option to do that. Okay, I am going. Ooh, pipe bomb. I'm actually gonna wait a little before I do anything else. I can't do that just yet. We don't have the wine ball yet. I'm like so surprised that aren't. Yeah, exactly. I was surprised. I was actually excited when I saw that trailer. I'm like, that looks so good. And I'm excited that we are I'm so excited that we're going back to the ruins of Raccoon City after 30 years. I'm like, that got me excited. Okay, so trying to figure out where do I go here. Trying to figure out where the hell I go again. I can't go from that. It's the wine ball. No, we don't go through. Wait. No, we don't go through there. I think we go through up here or something. I am the playable demo of our. Oh yeah, right. I saw that. I saw Capcom announced that on it was on Twitter or Blue Sky earlier today. I saw that. Like, oh, I wish I could go. Oh, right. We had to open up this door because we read the maroon eye. Hey, I'll thank you for the emotes, Luminous. I appreciate that. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to do the. I won't. If they ever drop the. Actually, here's the. If they ever drop a demo on the PS5 store or not of RE9, I will stream it. If yeah, they ever drop a demo of it on the PS5 store for Rec Room, I will play it. I'll stream that. Alright, as soon as you back, Dynastic.
I haven't cut open a man in a while. Let me string you up, slice your jugular, and just watch. Taken alive, dead, which would you prefer?
Okay. We're on his back. Crap. Welcome back from ads, everyone. Alright, so now... Wait, how's everyone doing today? Again, I'm gonna say this again. If anyone has a any experience with being neurodivergent and you want to talk about it, this is a safe space for that. You know, that's what this raid training is about. We were discussing a little bit earlier, but I am playing a little Resident Evil Village now. But if you want to discuss your experience with it, feel free to. I'll listen to it and yeah, we'll go from there. Hey, Nerdy Fan Gaming. Hey, just pop in to say I'm the fabulous translator for the morning afternoon. Well, thank you, Nerdy Fan Gaming. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I'll just give you a shout out as well. Ooh, you're playing my favorite Zelda game and my third favorite game of all time. I love Ocarina of Time. That's my third favorite game of all time and my favorite Zelda game. I love that game. We actually just played that like last month actually. Yeah, if anyone didn't know, Zelda Ocarina of Time is my third favorite game of all time. It's my favorite Zelda game in the series. And also my second favorite Zelda game is A Link to the Past, which the GBA version of that game was co-created by Capcom, so we're actually gonna play the GBA version of that game later on. Again, this whole entire month is gonna be Capcom games, so I might play the Capcom games beyond August as well. Oh really, Water Temple is your favorite? I gotta admit, the Water Temple, like, it's okay, but I don't know what. I think my favorite temple is probably the Spirit Temple. I've got the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time. Nice. Actually, Luminous, that's actually the one I streamed not too long ago. I streamed the 3DS version of it. I love the 3DS version. Honestly, I wish they would have they'd actually remake Ocarina of Time to an actual modern remake and just like completely update all the polygon models and everything like that and make it look really nice. But I don't think they're gonna do that. Or just port the 3DS version to Switch or something. If anyone was wondering, this is a New Game Plus file, so all the stuff I have is basically, I'm kind of overpowered, but I'm fine with that. Eventually, I will try like Madhouse and Village of Shadows uh, difficulties, but not right now. I'm just trying to do a very casual playthrough. Okay. Oh, that's right. Actually, no, I got an idea here. Where is it? Pipe bomb. Don't mind if I do. Where are they at? And oh, jeez. There you go. I'm gonna save my pipe bombs for later on. I am going to go ahead and. You know what? No, we'll just do the sniper rifle. I don't want to waste my grenades right now. I need my grenade launcher ammo for later on. Oh, yes, crystal skull. Those are good. Those are valuable. I'm actually gonna my good friend Eternal. I'm gonna give him a big shout out as well. So if anyone's wondering, Eternal is a big fan of Legend of Zelda games. So if you love Legend of Zelda games, he likes Legend of Zelda as well. So definitely give him a follow as well. I'm gonna give him a big shout out. Give him a big shout out for helping the train spot and just for everything he's done. So give him a big shout out. Retro says, speaking of which, I was doing my casual playthrough of Beautiful Joe 1 and 2 because doing 100% playthrough on those games were tough. Oh, really? Of course, Eternal, of course. My pleasure. Yeah, so I'm actually, one thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to try to find some time, maybe today, to try to do a little fancy flyer of all the Capcom games I want to stream. And we're definitely adding Beautiful Joe to the mix. I might actually play games beyond August for Capcom. And also, I am going to go into dive back to the Silent Hill series at some time point. There's like so many games I want to play, like Silent Hill, and then we're also going to dive into like the Mega Man X series as well. That's also developed by Capcom, and I love that series. Never mind. Where's I hear them. My handgun ammo, I'll take it. Oh. Hello there. Else here. Oh yeah, we're about to run to one of the daughters here. I love playing Zelda. I love playing Zelda games. There's one game that I never had a chance to play. It's Twilight Princess. Ooh, actually, we played that last month as well. That's actually a really good game. I played that was it last month or was it June? I played it. That's a really good game. You should play when you can if you get a chance to retro. Oh, I don't have the key yet, so I can't do that.
I can't believe Cassandra caused all this mess.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, jeez. No, leave me alone. There we go.
A healthy man's blood. I can't wait.
Yeah, not gonna fetch her. Damn it. Oh no, I somehow escaped. Nice, that would be my first playthrough soon. Oh, nice. Oh, Amelia Sordes requested me to play. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely give a chance to play. It's a pretty solid game. The funny thing that you mentioned that is that the funny thing that you mentioned that is that I feel like between that and the Wind Waker are I feel like I know this is maybe an unpopular opinion, but like I'll be honest with like Breath of the Wild, and I still have to finish Tears of the Kingdom, but I feel like the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild open world maps are way too big. I feel like they should go back to the size of the maps for either Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, or even maybe Ocarina of Time. Most likely, I think Twilight Princess and Wind Waker are the best examples of open worlds for Zelda. That's as big as they should go. Because otherwise, I feel like it's too big.
Blood. Wet, bright red blood.
Man, she's creeping me out. Oh yeah, thank you for saying hi. Also, everyone, thank you for saying hi to each other. I appreciate that. That's very kind of all.
Bullets cannot harm.
Oh, but sunlight can.
You stupid man thing! Move your hands! Don't believe it.
Yeah, I found that very interesting in that storage where. Wait, what did you find that? What did you find out in Twilight Princess? Oh man, speaking of coffee, I want to brew some, but I usually add like ground cinnamon to mine, and I have hardly any ground cinnamon left for my coffee, so I have to go buy some more. Oh right, there's a lockpick over here. More money, and then there's a lockpick right here, which you can use to open this up. I think we get sniper. No, we get a wooden statue, I think. So I got a question for RE9. Does everyone think that they should continue going with this menu selection sort of thing? Do you think that they should continue going with this sort of like, you know, UI and menu, or what are your thoughts about that? Okay, gotcha, Retro, gotcha. That makes sense. I definitely recommend playing when you can. It's a really decent solid. It's a really good solid Zelda experience. I enjoy it a lot, and it has a good open world environments like that. And I feel like that's like as large as they should go in future Zelda games. But that's just my personal opinion. All right, I can't open this yet. All right, so I know where we can go now because we have the wine bottle, so we can go up here now.
Shall I give you the tour? Oh, so thirsty.
Okay, here we go. Courtyard key. And we got about a little bit longer before I have to... A little bit longer before I need to raid out to Sassy Wolf. What's uh-oh? What's uh-oh, Retro? You know, whenever I won't lie, when I read uh-oh, I read ruh-roh and you know and Scooby's voice. Lady D, what? Lady D, what? Oh, yeah. Well, we're about to run to Lady Dimitrescu in a second, or almost, but Oh, scrap. Yep. Yeah, I know who Lady D is. Yeah, Lady Dimitrescu. Yep. I know there's usually. I actually used to call her Lady D a lot when I first played this game because I didn't know how to pronounce her name, and I know it's pronounced Lady Dimitrescu. I usually call her Lady D as well before I learned how to pronounce her name properly. I was like Lady D, but now I know it's Dimitrescu. So. What's you? Ooh. Pipe bomb. Shotgun shells. Now, as I currently drinking breakfast, plain coffee with caramel. Ooh, that sounds really good, actually. I haven't used creamer in a while.
What have you done to my daughter?
Be pissed. Be pissed. We get confused on those names sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Hanging bolts and then nothing in there. Yeah, she ain't happy with me at all. It's so good. So many coffee creamers to choose from. I usually just use half and half, to be honest. There's creamer, but yeah, there's different types of creamer. But I usually use half and half. I always forget how you do this puzzle. I think it's like this, right? And I think it's like this. There we go. Okay, I figured this out much quicker than the last time. I always get confused with where to turn the statues to. Here we go.
What the hell?
Ethan, we should not question that. Just go. Just go. Yeah. Where's the scrap? Good. Okay, here we go. This is not... I can't wait to get more coffee creamers, even by Chobani. What? Chobani, what? Okay. Oh, wait, Chobani is good brands of coffee creamer? Oh, shit. Yeah, you can go down. Oh, jeez. That's gracious. Take that herb. Take that handgun ammo. Oh. Take that herb as well. Oh. You know what? I feel like just doing this. Yeah. Oh, wait. What? Even after a shotgun shell to the face? Are you kidding me? Yes, and also International Delight and even Coffee Mate. Oh, I've actually heard about Coffee Mate. I have Coffee Mate usually at the stores I'm near. So yeah, I know about Coffee Mate. International Delight, I'm not sure I have seen, but I usually get a half nap for the majority of the time. That's just me though. I need... Okay, I don't need... I can do one. No. But we're good. We're good for the time being. Yep. And he decided... Okay, here we go. Soon during the holidays, I'll get peppermint mocha. Oh yeah, peppermint mochas. Actually, speaking of peppermint mocha, I've had peppermint mocha from Starbucks. Ooh, that's so good. I love peppermint mocha. Peppermint mocha from Starbucks is so good. I got like another like 30 minutes probably before I gotta raid out to Sassy Wolf. The funny thing is, I've looked on Amazon for I've actually looked on Amazon for typewriters, and they still actually make typewriters. Yeah, like I've looked at Amazon and I looked up like actual typewriters, so then they actually make typewriters like this still. Oh, sort of, yes. Almost similar. They still like, make typewriters, which I think is pretty cool. I have stores. My store sells it year round. Sells what year round? Swaggy.
Mother Miranda, I regret to inform you that Ethan Winters has escaped that fool Heisenberg. Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down. To hell with the ceremony! That man will pay for what he's done.
Okay. Yep, she is not happy with us at all. She is not happy.
Rose, where are you?
Here we go. Time to open this door up, and then this is about to happen.
Oh shit.
There you are. All this for a child who isn't even here.
What the hell do...
You ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come into my house! You lay your filthy man hands on my daughters! And now you even try to steal my property! How dare you! Rest while you can! Because I will hunt you, and I will break you!
She not happy with us at all.
Go ahead, do your worst.
She ain't happy with us. She is not happy with us in the slightest. She's furious. Oh boy, it's this part. Here we go. Oh no.
Ah, shit! Like I'd let you get away. You'll be sliced to ribbons before you ever see the child.
Oh boy.
You will learn what it means to insult House Dummy-Trask.
I never liked the scene. Yeah, it's kind of creepy, but oh, there's one scene that I do not like the most. That so creeps me out of all this time.
Running will get you nowhere!
Good. Man, screw this castle.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Locked it. Nice. I was locked from the other side. Yeah, just casually put your hand back. Yeah. It's like, yeah, exactly right. Eternal. It's so interesting how they do that because, like, you know, I guess they've improved the medicine so much that, like, it can heal all these wounds. This is a video game launcher we're talking about here, but yeah, he just so casually puts it back on after it being severed. I'm like, what? How can he just so casually put it back on and heal like that? That's insane. Like, you would need surgery for that. Well, also, this is also not the, well, believe it or not, this is not the first time his hand was being severed. So now that I think about it, in Resident Evil 7, his left hand was severed by a chainsaw, and then it was stitched back on. And now in this game, his right hand was cut off, and now he put it back together with that mess. I was like, the man can't get a break here. Both of his hands have been severed off before, and it just reminded me of the RE4 joke, kind of like from OG RE4. It's like, what, your right hand comes off? And I'm like, I just remember that. I don't know if that was that right hand of a summons is that a reference to RE4 or not. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's locked. Okay, it's there. Oh shit. Ah, you can all yourself. Okay. Oh yeah, we get the other key down here. And we're about to fight the second daughter here soon. Not that this mansion is like unwelcome, but we find some answers. We'll add time. Okay, yeah, see you all once you get back. Scrap. Oh. Welcome back from ads and retro. Here's that other key we need. And I find another one of the daughters. Or soon. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're about to find her soon, actually pretty soon. Yeah, of course. Oh shit.
See, there you are.
Hello, Dimitri. Oh. She took him out. she caught him. Thanks, Lady Dimitris, for taking out my enemy there. I appreciate it. I'm much obliged. Let me in.
So you finally came to see me. Everyone falls for me. You wanted to see me? I did too. Hey, kiss me. So mean. A dream. This is a dream. I don't want to die.
Oh yes, I am, Spraggy. I am super excited for RE9.
I'm sick of bugs.
I'm super excited for RE9. I'm ready to check out that hotel or whatever it is that we're gonna check out, and also the room to Raccoon City after 30 years. Thank you, Retro. I appreciate that. I got ammo. How about you? Are you gonna play RE9? Nice. High five on that. Okay. Got here. Okay. Let's go Joy. Alright, this area. Next slot is setting up. Well, you know when they're live, and if they're... Thank you, Eternal. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna be going for about another 15 minutes before we raid out. But I appreciate it, Eternal. Well, my friend and I are replaying all the games. Oh, nice. Yeah, I might do the same thing before I'm able to buy RE9 at the time. Thank you, Eternal, for doing that. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll start getting sub ready here in a little bit for the next slot. Or for the next great train slot. Oh, there's five bells we gotta shoot at. 2. Where's that? There's one right there too. Oops, didn't get it. There we go. We got this one next to it's in the gears. It's right there. Got that one. I'm gonna try shooting with a pistol. I don't think this is gonna work. Let's see if my aim's that good. Yeah, my first time finishing 5 and 6 and still got to complete 0, 1, and 4. Nice. Nice swag. Yeah. I gotta 6 is probably like my least favorite of the series because it's just such a hot garbage dumpster of hot fire garbage. I don't know how phrase works now. It's basically a hot dumpster fire of a game basically, but I'll definitely probably play all the main. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Feel free to either lurk or chat, whichever one you feel comfortable with. Thank you for the follow. All followers are anonymous. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely play the mainline Resident Evil games before RE9 comes out. It's a different game. I see where friends come from, but also I really enjoy. Oh, which one, Swaggy? This is normally where we get the sniper rifle too, but I already have the sniper rifle, so I'll probably just get sniper ammo. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they did. I still think 5 is a pretty decent game. I enjoy playing. 6 is the one I sometimes struggle to play with again because it's so different. Lock pick. Hey, hey Nevets, how's it going? Hey, hi. I came over from Live self-care game. Okay, nice. Sadly, I couldn't make her stream, but I wanted to hop on the train. Oh, thank you, Nevets. I appreciate that. Welcome. Yeah, self-care gamer. I actually gave her a follow earlier. I want to check out. I thought her profile, I thought her profile photo was really cute, so I gave her a follow. So I'm here to take a look at her streams like that. She seems really cool and nice. So give her a follow. I'm gonna check out her streams when I can. Six, I really. Oh, you really enjoy 6? That's interesting. But yeah, and then self-care gamer, she seemed really cool, so I gave her a follow. I'm gonna check out her streams when I can. But oh, her name's also Liv. That's fine. I know one other person whose also name is Liv, and she's an Australian streamer. I'm surprised actually. You're the first person who said that. You're the Swaggy. You're the first person who said they enjoy RE6 a lot. That's interesting. But hey, that's cool. They enjoy it. I don't know the story 6 except for Jake's story. Okay, stories. But I started with my friend probably. Okay. Hey, Fetcher, welcome. Let me give you a shout out too. How you doing, Fetcher? Thank you, Fetcher. I appreciate that. We're gonna be going for about 10 more minutes before we have to raid out. Ooh, obviously 5, nice. Please give a Fetcher a follow. Much appreciated. Another streamer friend of mine. Retro says, yeah. Retro, they do. There's Leon's story. There's Chris's story. There's Sherry's story. I guess there's Jake's story, and then there's also Ada's story. There's like 5 stories in the game. Okay, no worries. Yep, you're the first person who have said that, who's told me that they love 6. But hey, that's cool. I still feel like it's the worst of the series, but that's my personal opinion. But hey, if you enjoy it, that's good. I'm glad you enjoy it. Oh boy, these things. This is gonna not be good. Well, I'm taking out the shotgun. These things can be bullet sponges. Hello. I'm hoping to get a remake of Code Veronica, so I can finally play it. Oh, well, there's a way you can't play Code Veronica if you really want to play it. I really want them to remake Code Veronica as well, because that game deserves a remake. They already did a remake of 2, 3, and 4. I'm hoping they do Code Veronica next. A lot of people want. They're like, oh, can we get a remake of 5 next? I'm like, I feel like 5 doesn't. I feel like 5 doesn't need a remake at the moment. Yeah, some people were like, can we get a remake of 5? I'm like, 5 doesn't need a remake. Code Veronica needs a remake really badly. Of course, I know the way you're talking about. I mean, for which one? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, that's the way to do it, Swaggy. Actually, I actually played, last time I played Code Veronica on stream, I messed up on it because I didn't have enough powerful weapons to finish the game, so I wasn't able to kill the final boss. Possibly an Outbreak remake. I want them to see it do a Code Veronica remake first before they do an Outbreak remake. I have Resident Evil Code Veronica X, but I haven't played it. You should, Retro. It's a really good, solid game. I had to try the Outbreak games again. I need to try it again. I also want to try out. I want to try Outbreak 1, and I also want to try out Survivor again, which Leon's friend Art Thompson is the protagonist of that game. Okay, we got like several more minutes before I gotta start right now here in a second. Where is it? Oh, I hear him. Hello there. Tired of this nonsense. Wow. How many of them are there out here? Jeez. I swear they just keep popping up. Anytime I have it on the Xbox 360, got it. I've seen a friend play all the spin-offs of Resident Evil. They are pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, I need to play Outbreak 1 again. I need to play Survivor. I also need to play Dead Aim as well. Because Dead Aim focuses on, I think it's, what's his name again? I think it's Bruce McGillis or something like that is his name. He's the protagonist. He's part of the same government team that Leon's part of, actually, for when you play Leon Resident Evil 4, because like Leon in Resident Evil 4 is part of US Stratcom, and I think it's Bruce McGillis or Gillis or McGivern or whatever his name is. He's also part of the same US government team as well. Yeah, or Dead Aim. I never played Resident Evil Dead Aim, but I've seen gameplay for it. It's supposed to be like, it's kind of like take control third person again, but time is it? Okay, yeah. I think I should be able to get to a save point before we have to raid out, because we got raid out like in 6 minutes. Mask of Rage. The movie Resident Evil Retribution, Leon's there in 801. Is it Retribution one of the live action ones? I feel like with the 30th anniversary coming up, they're going to announce more projects coming for Resident Evil games. Quite possibly, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Just checking in. The Sassy Wolf is live and as are out of the way, and they will be ready to achieve the rating in about 10 minutes. Oh, in about 10 minutes? Okay, cool. I I think I let me make sure that this actually is gonna translate correctly. Give me 1 second. Possibly need the right message, but let me make sure I can translate this. See, this will translate correctly. Okay, I copied and pasted this earlier, so that's gonna be the right message. Oh, we got thank you, Nerdy Fan Gaming. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we got the right message here, so that's good to go. I appreciate you checking in with that. I also never watched that retro. After I think I got to Resident Evil Apocalypse and I just quit watching. I got tired of the live action ones. It just does not make any sense to me. I just watched the CGI ones. Like I've watched Degeneration, Damnation, Vendetta, and Death Island. Those are the CGI ones, and those fit more with the video game universe. Like we gained 9, and then honestly, I don't know. I don't know if they should wait into the mobile. I feel like Resident Evil should stick to like console gaming and not mobile, but that's just me. That's okay. I saw all 6 Resident Evil movies with the character Alice. Yeah, I prefer to watch the CGI ones which are closer to the video game universe. The live action ones kind of lost me after Apocalypse. Or after Extinction. I was like, I'm good. The rate in 10 minutes. Okay, so we'll rate out about 9:59 then. Okay. Thank you, nerdy fan gaming. I appreciate that. So around like, I would say around like 9:58 I'll start the raid then. And around 9:58 I'll start the raid and stuff like that. And we'll raid the stats. Can I get a link for Sassy Wolf? Can I actually Nerdy Fan Gaming or Eternal? Can I get a link for Sassy Wolf's stream, please? I can have that as a tab opened. Did you watch the TV series? I don't think I did, Swag. But if you meant by live action, I did not watch that. Thank you, Eternal. I appreciate that. I know where. Ooh, they're playing Liza P. Okay. Sassy Wolf's playing Liza P is nice. All right. We'll start right now here in a few minutes. Yeah, let's talk about the live action Resident Evil one that was like most recent on Netflix. Nah, I didn't watch it. I heard kind of bad things about it. I just stick to the one. I did watch Resident Evil Infinite Darkness one on Netflix. I did watch that one. And then I watched the CGI films because they're more closely to the video games than the live action ones. Oh.
Stupid man thing! You won't live long, even if you run.
Oh wait, by Liv, you mean Liv, Australian streamer, right? Retro. One was based on Wesker Dollars, but yeah, I heard about that one. I heard that series was terrible. Or I think I heard it was bad. Infinite Dark, I'll admit, Infinite Darkness was okay. Sometimes it was kind of boring though. Sometimes I'll admit. Okay, we only need one. Okay, we only need one more mask, and that is gonna be at the Hall of Pleasure. Okay, so we gotta go up. I'm gonna save just in case we need to.
It's a pleasure to see you safe. How were things?
Oh, really, Retro? Dang.
I'm so sorry it turned out that way. Well, you'll find your way to her once you're out of this castle. Do you have need of anything for the road ahead?
Oh my god, I can hear Dimitris stomping. That's funny. I'm gonna save just in case I need to before we have to raid out. We'll raid out here. We'll start the raid train here in a few minutes. We'll start the raid here in a few minutes. Sorry. I can't get my terms mixed up here. Where we want to go to the Hall of Oh jeez. Nope, not going to. We have to go inside here.
How's it it feel?
1 second here. Oh, rain, nice. Oh, we do need to get this though. Oh, yeah, before we take actually we'll just take this mask. Then we need the other thing to reopen this back up. Yeah, she was doing yeah, but that's okay. They say that Liv is a parody queen, really. The reboot movie of the live action movies based on the actual games came out in 2021 for Resident Evil, really. Wait, which reboot movie was that?
I was worried my sisters had gotten to you first.
I gotta blow that up next.
Oh, curse you! You will not get away! You're my prey!
One moment here. How is it?
Crazy witch.
Hit that. Oh, welcome. Oh, yes, I gotta check that out anytime. Oh, welcome to Raccoon City. I heard that was really bad. I heard that was really, really bad. I heard Welcome to Raccoon City was like really bad. Like it did terrible. I was like, I saw some images of it. I was like, nah, not interested in this. I'm not really gonna watch any Resident Evil that's live action because they always do a terrible job at it. I rather watch the CGI versions of it. It's much more accurate to the video game series. That's my personal opinion though. Gotta go ahead and unscrew this. And we're gonna start the raid here in a minute or so. That way we can get started to raid Sassy Wolf. Or the Sassy Wolf, I mean.
Okay, I should be able to get out with these.
Okay, now all three of them are gone. That's good. Let's see. The film grossed 42 million worldwide and received mixed reviews from critics who praise its faithfulness to the first two games, but criticize its writing, casting, and special effects. See, when people said terrible, I watch it and I love it. When people just like, I'm weird. That's fine. Everyone has their personal, personal preferences. It's fine. Okay, everyone, we're gonna call it here because I'm gonna go save here in a second, and we're gonna call it here. We're gonna start right out to the Sassy Wolf. Again, thank you to Fiery Ashes, Neurodivergent, Twilight Fox, and ParaMixF for allowing me to be part of this amazing stream team and this event. I really appreciate it. I'll be back probably a later time. I'm not sure today. It might be tomorrow. We'll see. I'll be back with another stream at some point in time soon. I'm glad we were able to talk about being neurodivergent. How I think it's a very important topic to talk about, especially when it affects you personally. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Let's get ready to let's go raid the Sassy Wolf and go show them some love. Yeah, and yeah, thanks for so much, Fire Ash. I appreciate it. Thanks, Don Asher, for the kind words. I appreciate it. All right. Thanks. Thank you, Swaggy. I appreciate it. Okay, well, let's start this raid then. So the Sassy Wolf. Raid the Sassy Wolf. Let me try to type this in correctly. Yeah, do this. All right, everyone, let's do it. That's the raid message. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all so much. I'll be back at a later time with more Resident Evil Village. Again, I'm doing a Capcom Careers program push. I'm gonna be playing a lot of Capcom games for the majority of August and probably some of September, and then go back to some other games. But I'm glad to share my experience with being neurodivergent. Thank you all for sharing who did share your experiences. I feel this is important in today's society. It needs to be modernized a little more because of how important it is in the 21st century. So thank you all for sharing your experiences. I'm glad to share my experiences. I'm glad to be part of this. But yeah. I'll see y'all later. This is Mach Zero. Sign out for the time being. I'll see y'all next time. We'll play more Resident Evil Village and next stream. And thank you all for letting me be part of this. I appreciate it. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for being here. Let's go say hi. This is the Sassy Wolf, and Sassy Wolf is playing Liza P. You're way past cool as well, Red Show. Alright, everyone. Let's go say hi to Sassy Wolf and continue this train. Choo choo! Let's go say hi to Sassy Wolf. Let's do this. Alright, see you there.
I got the little cam in the corner. There it is. There's the raid
Mac_0 just raided with 95 viewers.
Oh my gosh. I completely forgot that it reads it. Welcome in, everyone. I'm just waking up from a little nappy nap, so I'm a little loopy. But, welcome in, everyone. I was lurking in Mock's stream for a little bit, and I saw that you were playing some, it looked like Resident Evil Village. I hope your stream went well. I hope everything went well, and you did all the things and won all the prizes. We are going to do... My raid alert? My raid alert was, Howling Wolf. So. We haven't started yet. We just woke up and we're getting around to it. We're gonna start our... we're gonna start our speedrun attempt. Now that the train's in and everybody's coming in and settling in and getting their snacks and drinks and stuff, and y'all get to watch me hardcore fail because this is supposed to be a speed run. This is a 10+ hour Souls game if you don't try to